Hear that? That's what cooked when you order juicy beef sounds like. The steaming hug of 2 slices of melted cheese, the crunch of tangy pickles and sliced onions, all topped with a toasted sesame seed bun. That's the sound of a McDonald's Quarter Pounder with cheese.
Fresh beef at participating U.S. McDonald's. Excludes Alaska, Hawaii, and U.S. territories.
The free iHeartRadio app is #1 for music, radio, and podcasts, all in one. Discover a new podcast from our library of over 350,000 titles. Here's an iHeartRadio podcast preview.
It all began here. Mike Thebus was a night manager here at the Dixie News some years back, and the rest, as they say in the movies, is history.
There's a long line of them needed to show off that like being celebrities.
Tucked it home at the far post. And the Rapids are now in a real hole. Hani Mukhtar subbed onto the match and changed the game. Completely turned it on its head.
Schaufelberg, right-footed shot to the bottom left corner of the net in minute number 65, and Nashville takes the 2-0 lead. But in minute number 80, the Burgundy boys cut that lead in half.
Acosta loops it up over to Ronan. Ronan brings down with his right foot, jogs over the halfway line, puts on the brakes. Got it to Cabral, 10 yards forward. Cabral out to Gutman. Gutman dribbles in. Gutman now running downhill. Andrew Gutman lines up an effort, took a deflection, and it's into the back of the net. And with 10 minutes plus stoppage time, the Rapids have life.
I was just about to say, we haven't called out Andrew Gutman's name much tonight, which is rare considering the first 2 or 3 games he's played for the Rapids so far. He was all over the place, and I think his goal does take a little deflection off, I believe, Kevin Cabral, who might end up getting credit for it, but it was a very positive move from Andrew Gutman. Really the first time we were able to see him to run with the ball at Nashville's right-hand side, and he finds himself at the top of the box, and maybe it did actually deflect off of Lucas McNaughton. No, it is off Kevin Cabral, so he might get credit for that goal. But this is the life that the Rapids need. They need to get after it right now. Do not wait, because this is a time when Nashville's vulnerable. They just conceded after being extremely confident and having a lot of belief. Rapids need to go for number 2 right away.
Andrew Gutman, minute number 80, makes it 2-1 Nashville, but that's as close as Colorado would get as Nashville holds on for the 2-1 win. We'll continue with your post-game show after a break on the Altitude Radio Network.
At the pressure, the team and the result kind of on his back, and he steps up and confidently just slots it.
And what's unique about this Leagues Cup, and they're doing it in the group stage as well as obviously the knockout, when you're going to have a winner, is that you go straight to penalty kicks.
Yeah,
you
like
the format like that?
I do. I like it. I think, if you're going to have an additional tournament mid-season, it can't be just the same thing, right? Because the players are going to get tired. Imagine going to extra time here and then turning around, come playing on Thursday. Like I like it. It's and it's definitely made for TV, which I think is a good thing from a fan base, and getting kids and all their family members kind of interested in the game. It's a good spectacle.
Right. If you're going home tonight, if you're driving, listening to us, you had a good time.
Yeah.
In this one, FC Cincinnati 4-2 on penalty kicks. Lucho converted. Brandon Vasquez converted. Yu Yakubo converted. Then it was Voltaire who missed, sent it way up into the Bailey. That gave this place so much energy. Matt Miazga converted, and then the save by Alec Can on Andreu Funtas. That changed it all. We have one more segment coming from the Queen City. We'll step aside, take a break, wrap it up when we return on ESPN 1530.
You found Cincinnati's ESPN 1530.
Hear that? That's what cooked when you order juicy beef sounds like. the steaming hug of 2 slices of melted cheese, the crunch of tangy pickles and sliced onions, all topped with a toasted sesame seed bun. That's the sound of a McDonald's Quarter Pounder with cheese.
Fresh beef at participating U.S. McDonald's. Excludes Alaska, Hawaii, and U.S. territories.
At Rocket, we know buying and selling a home is a lot. Rocket has a way to help with that. When you sell with Rocket Homes, you can get up to $7,000 back after closing. Plus, you can buy with Rocket Homes and finance with Rocket Mortgage to get up to $10,000 cash toward closing from Rocket Mortgage. We know, it's a pretty big deal. And one you can get only with Rocket. Visit onlywithrocket.com to get started.
For purchase transactions only, must lot rate between 331 and 831. Call 8337-ROCKET for conditions and restrictions. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states and MLSConsumerAccess.org number 3030.
Hi, I'm Mr. Wonderful, and when it comes to small business, I don't BS. Why? Because cash is king, and it's hard to get. But I have good news. If you had W-2 employees during the 2020 and 2021 pandemic, you may qualify for a cash refund of up to $26,000 per employee under the Employee Retention Credit Program, even if you received a PPP loan. And you won't pay anything unless we uncover funds for you. Book an appointment at wondertrust.com today. That's wondertrust.com.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up during inflation, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How did you get 30, 30, bid you get 30, bid you get 20, 20, 20, bid you get 20, 20, bid you get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold!
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/save.
New activation and upfront payment for 3-month plan required. Taxes and fees extra. Additional restrictions apply. See mintmobile.com for full terms.
Friday. Welcome to the Haunted Mansion.
You ready to have your mind blown?
We have 999 happy haunts, but there's room for more.
We could be trapped here for eternity.
There's no turning back now.
Madam Yoda, we need your help.
I can show you, but it will cost you $3.
What? Tyrant robbery.
Who said that?
Disney's Haunted Mansion. Rated PG-13. May be inappropriate for children under 13. Only in theaters Friday. Get tickets now.
There are choices that can change your life.
Like the choice to start routine colorectal cancer screening at age 45.
It's one of the most common cancers for women and men, and it doesn't always have symptoms.
But there's good news. Routine screening can catch colorectal cancer early and even prevent it.
And there's even better news. You have screening options.
Make the choice to put your health first. Talk to your doctor about your screening options, or visit cdc.gov/screenforlife for more information.
The growth at Rad Diversified has been incredible. My name's Dutch Mendenhall, CEO and co-founder at Rad Diversified. While the market continues to plummet, we continue to deliver incredible results for our investors through our diverse and lucrative portfolio of real estate and cash flowing investment. In less than 3 years, the value at Rad REIT has more than doubled. See what makes us rad at raddiversified.com today. That's RAD diversified.com.
I want you to remember this company, Phoenix American Hospitality. Visit PAHinvest.com. Their team buys world-class hotel brands like Marriott, Hilton, and Hyatt, then maximizes the profits of each operation. While the rest of America deals with the yo-yo stock market, Phoenix American Hospitality has paid their REIT investors more than 12% in annualized profits. Capitalize on the travel boom and diversify your portfolio. Visit PAHinvest.com.
Past performance does not indicate future results.
Tom Glenn and Kevin McCluskey back with you inside of the broadcast booth following the penalty kick shootout win of 4-2 was the final in penalties for FC Cincinnati. 3-3 was the score at the end of regulation. Other Leagues Cup games tonight, Atlas defeats New York City 1-0 was the final in that one. Columbus and St. Louis, up in Columbus, has not started yet. I just checked. They may be able to warm up in a few minutes, which means that match won't start until sometime after 11 p.m. and go to about 1 in the morning. Nashville has defeated Colorado 2-1, and Minnesota knocks off Puebla 4-0. So next up for FC Cincinnati is Chivas Guadalajara, Thursday night, 8 o'clock here at the Fortress, Kevin. That should be a whole different level. This Chivas team, 3-0 in the second part of Liga MX season.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting. We talked about, obviously the concept of this tournament and this League's Cup and getting the chance to see different teams, different players. Obviously, seeing this team from Mexico come, I think it's going to be exciting for a lot of the fans. Obviously, here in Cincinnati, and I think for the players as well, just to face different opponents. A team that's very storied, very historic. So I can't wait till Thursday, and again, we'll see how this goes.
Well, get some rest, partner. Pleasure as always, and we'll do it again on Thursday.
Can't wait.
All right. Well, Thursday night, 8 o'clock will be our next broadcast against Chivas Guadalajara.
Of all of the social networking websites out there, there's one that really stands.
Hear that?
Nashville had to see it out, Jalil Anibaba, but in the end, 2-1, all 3 points collected, and it's on to Toluca to round out Group C4 in Leagues Cup on Thursday. The man of the match, presented by Heineken Silver. I imagine we could all take a guess.
Yeah, I think it's going to be. Actually, I don't think it is Hani Mukhtar. To be able to just come into a match and literally flip it on its head instantly is why Hani Mukhtar has really become a household name in North American football. And it's not just in MLS and Liga MX. Everybody knows who Hani Mukhtar is because of his prolific ability to be able to score goals and create them as well. Goal creation, he's 2 for 2 tonight. And, it's a luxury for Gary Smith to be able to bring in Hani Mukhtar, Walker Zimmerman, the 2 designated players off the bench in this match. But most importantly for me to be able to welcome back Anibal Godoy into the fold where he's been gone for about a month or so with the Panamanian national team pursuing a Gold Cup championship. They unfortunately fell to the Mexican Giants in El Tri in the final there, but Anibal Godoy coming back and being able to really shore up that midfield and to see him play significant minutes tonight is a welcome sight for all Nashville SC fans.
Was a tight match for the majority of it, and the numbers show that out. Nashville with the slightest edge in possession, 51-49. The boys in gold out shooting Colorado on the night, passing accuracy above the 85% mark for both sides. But as has been the story for Colorado, they just were not the more clinical side, right? And for Nashville, that'll be good news for Gary Smith, who we'll hear from soon, who has challenged this team to step up in the attacking third with that clinical edge.
Yeah, and I think tonight they were better on the clinical side of things. There was only the one opportunity from Teal Bunbury where they probably normally would find the back of the net where the chance went begging there in the first half. But other than that, they found the back of the net on 2 occasions, and they're more clinical. Again, it was through Hani Mukhtar coming in off the bench, but Jacob Schaffelberg makes no mistake about the finish on that back post as well. He had an absolutely excellent night. I thought the starters did a good job. The defense for me were the standout performers. Lucas McNaughton and Josh Bauer were the standout performers for me because they really had the biggest onus in this match of being responsible, doing what everyone else has been able to do throughout that starting lineup through rhythm, where they had to be able to be, to pick up the rhythm of, I guess, starting football for Nashville SC, pick it up on the fly. Josh Bauer did an excellent job, made way for Walker Zimmerman, who did his thing when he came in. Lucas McNaughton was excellent all night.
Go all in with Renaissance Rewards extra checking account and get the only yellow card you deserve. Get the very best in personal banking when you choose the checking account that comes with roadside assistance, cell phone insurance, more than 450,000 shopping discounts, and a Nashville SC branded MasterCard debit card. Must have a checking account to receive a debit card. Learn more at renaissancebank.com/NSC member FDIC. We'll hear from Nashville manager Gary Smith when we return on the heels of a 2-1 victory for the boys in gold to open their Leagues Cup account on top of Colorado Rapids. This is Nashville Soccer Club on 104.5 The Zone.
Buck Rising is among the elite at covering the Titans. So we have to find other things to make fun of him for, like this.
I don't eat wings with my hands.
You're above that.
I don't even eat French fries with my hands. That's probably the thing I get made fun of for the most, eating French fries with a knife and fork. I just don't, they get greasy. I don't want that.
The Buck Rising Show, tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. on 104.5 The Zone.
Looking for a place to host your next event?
Geodis Park is the ideal venue for company meetings, cocktail receptions, holiday parties, weddings, and more. Make it an event to remember at Geodis Park. Go to geodispark.com for information.
Download the Nashville SC app, your central location for all things Nashville SC. Get real-time stats, manage tickets, follow Nashville SC on social media, and much more. Go to nashvillesc.com for more information.
Hey, Cup here. You know, life on the road can be lonely. Unless you join TDOT's Adopt a Highway program, hello, where you and your besties can share quality time cleaning up our roads. All you have to do is adopt a 2-mile stretch and conduct 4 cleanups a year. Not a big deal. TDOT will even provide all the supplies, and the best part? It's free. Learn more at NobodyTrashesTennessee.com. Brought to you by the Tennessee Department of Transportation. Adopt a highway, people. Let's go.
For the first time ever, 3 nations, 2 leagues, 1 trophy. Don't miss your favorite MLS and Liga MX powerhouses facing off in a World Cup-style tournament for North American soccer supremacy as they battle it out to become the inaugural Leagues Cup champion. Be there on Thursday, July 27th, as the group stage continues with Nashville SC versus Deportivo Toluca FC in Nashville. Get your tickets now at nashvillesc.com/Leagues Cup.
These are emails filling your employees' inboxes, downloads beaming from device to device, and any one of them could be a cyber attack. Is it possible to keep your small business safe? It is with Comcast Business Security Edge. It helps keep your connected devices protected, and you can monitor threat activity in real time. So this security threat is the last thing you need to worry about. With Comcast Business, advanced security isn't just possible, it's happening.
Get started with fast speeds and advanced security for $39 a month for 12 months with no annual contract. Plus, ask how to get up to a $500 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Call or go online today to learn more. Offer ends 7/23/2023. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and automatic payments. New 100 megabits per second internet and Security Edge customers only. Equipment, installation, taxes, and other fees extra and subject to change. After 12 months, regular rates apply.
Recovery is real.
We believe in you.
Every day, millions of people celebrate recovery from addiction and mental illness while others begin their journey. Join the Voices for Recovery. Together, we are stronger. For confidential information and treatment referral for mental and substance use disorders, call 1-800-662-HELP. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Looking to make a difference? Volunteer for your local fire department. Join a family that will serve with you, always have your back, and train you to be the best version of yourself. Visit makemeafirefighter.org.
2-1 the final. Nashville SC defeating Colorado Rapids in the opening game of the group stage in Leagues Cup 2023. Hani Mukhtar, Jacob Schaffelberg, the goal scorers, they accompany Nashville head coach Gary Smith to the podium as we go down to the press room at Geodis Park.
Chances that unfortunately were not there for us to complete and put ourselves in front. But I think you saw when the 3 guys came on the field, and by the way, I thought Jacob was outstanding in that first period. Very much involved in a lot of things that went on in an attacking sense. But, within, I think it was his first 2 touches, Hani had made all the difference. But I thought the influence of the 3 guys coming on in the main was a very, very positive one. And, of course, to get a 2-goal lead put us in a much more confident position.
Coach, we saw after the substitution maybe kind of getting away from the diamond and going to a little bit more traditional 4-4-2. What sort of opportunities does that change of formation give you?
I mean, first and foremost, we've got a group of guys that are very adaptable, very capable in slightly different formations or shapes and subtle shifts. I just thought at the point in time where Annabelle was coming on and Hani was moving into a more aggressive position, of course, having a little bit more width to the group and maybe dealing with what I thought were a couple of really nice situations they got themselves in. They had, I thought, some good moments switching play, and it just gave us a more, I thought, general look to the group rather than a really aggressive one. I didn't think we needed to be on the front foot quite as much. I didn't honestly think there were too many changes in the chances and the opportunities that were created. In the end, it is all about the personnel on the field. And as we've already said, the 3 guys that came in not only made a difference in terms of the result, I think they inspired the guys that were on the field as well and just dragged a little bit more out of them. And it was enough in the end to give us a good victory.
Gary, given the way things have gone lately, just how important was it to get a positive result, knowing that you could be looking at a long break between now and starting to play again?
I just think it's very important that we got back in the winning column. Honestly, I'm not sure the performances over the past 6 games have been that poor. If, as an example, if you look at the way we played against Philadelphia, lots of opportunities, very aggressive, very purposeful. The result wasn't there. And of course, we can look at some of the decisions that were made in the game, but also we have to look internally at ourselves and, start to decide what are we going to be? What do we want to be? And how are we going to get there? And I thought tonight we just slowly but surely started to turn in that positive direction. The result was very, very important, I think, emotionally for all of the group. And it puts us on a very positive track and maybe in a position to, there's still work to be done, but try and control this group of 3 teams and finish top of it and give ourselves a home game possibly in the last 32.
One more question. In terms of Randall Leal, any updates there?
I think we're going to need at least 24, 48 hours on that, but he has some swelling around his ankle, but at this point I'm not sure how bad that is, so it'd be wrong of me to make any definitive statements on that.
Gary, the spark that he said he actually did guys like Mukhtar and Godoy and the others got in during the game when they came in was something that the team was lacking due to the tactical position of the Colorado, or something that was going on wrong with what you planned in the first half?
I'm not sure anything that we planned. Every game there's an execution of, said plan, and a lot of the qualities that are needed in any way, shape or form that you play is intensity and a competitive edge early on. I thought we found it difficult to restrict them well enough, and credit to them for being able to play around that pressure. And certainly in terms of, an overall look at the quality of our group, I think we're far better than we showed in that first period. And it took the guys coming into the game to, as I've said, lift the rest of the group and put us in a winning position.
That is Nashville manager Gary Smith at the podium following the Boys in Gold's 2-1 victory over Colorado Rapids, opening up their Leagues Cup stint in 2023 in dramatic but emphatic fashion with all 3 points. Lucas Panzica, Jalil Anibaba with you here on 104.5 The Zone. Designate before you celebrate, because fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office. Jalil, get a chance to celebrate this one tonight and then turn around and host Toluca, a bit of a more unfamiliar opponent, right here at Geodis Park on Thursday.
Yeah, and going to be a more difficult opponent as well. I think what everybody on this side of the equation is very, keen to understand about Leagues Cup is how the Liga MX teams, they fare. And typically when you see MLS teams play against Liga MX teams, it's in CONCACAF Champions League, where historically speaking, we've seen Liga MX reign prolific over MLS. But yeah, this is what Leagues Cup is all about. We want to see which league is better when they go head to head. Obviously the majority of MLS teams have home field advantage to under their belt here. But again, I think this is kind of like the club version of what we're going to see in the 2026 World Cup. It's kind of a teaser, an appetizer, if you will. So for me, again, this tournament is going to continue to be extremely exciting. So for all of your fans back home, you should be very proud of your boys in gold for starting off in this tournament on the right foot, because this tournament is a huge deal in the soccer world.
Toluca currently 9th in the Liga MX table, only 3 games into that competition. Obviously a very different calendar from Major League Soccer, but Toluca having won 1, drawn 1, and lost 1 so far in their Liga MX campaign of 2023 and 2024. Nashville International Airport gets the boys in gold to all of our away matches. The next away match is unknown. Next away MLS match is August 26 at Atlanta United. But, Jaleel, I suppose the whole point here is to avoid away matches in Leagues Cup. And Thursday, that is certainly an objective for this side.
Yeah, absolutely. If they continue in this fashion of just, making sure that they do what they need to do to put themselves in the right position to host knockout round matches, they'll be in a good spot. I liked what I saw from the boys in gold because this was not an easy match. I give Colorado a lot of credit under the leadership of Robin Fraser. They did a good job, and they were, quite frankly, unlucky to not find themselves level or even ahead in this match. There were a few opportunities that rocked the woodwork and an opportunity to level the match. And, at the end of the day, the boys in gold, they were the better side, but quite honestly, not by much.
A draw on Thursday would guarantee passage into the knockout round for Nashville. A win would guarantee finishing atop Group C4 and home field advantage into the round of 32 of Leagues Cup 2023. Going to be a fun environment in this place on Thursday.
Yeah, absolutely. If you don't have tickets, make sure that you purchase your tickets for Thursday night. If you love to listen to me and Lucas and Will Bowling, chill at the comfort of your home, or if you're driving, across Tennessee state lines or something like that, make sure you continue to tune in to us on 104.5 The Zone. We appreciate and love each and every one of you guys.
Don't miss it. 7:30 kickoff, 7 p.m. pregame with Jaleel Anibaba and Will Bowling here at Geodis Park, Nashville, hosting Toluca in the final group stage match of Leagues Cup right here on 104.5 The Zone. But that'll do it for us. The boys in gold get it done 2-1 over Colorado Rapids. For Jackson Williams, our producer, and Jaleel Anibaba, I'm Lucas Panzica saying good night, and we'll see you on Thursday. This is Nashville Soccer Club on 104.5 The Zone.
You've been listening to Nashville SC on 104.5 The Zone. Join Will Bowling, Lucas Panzica, and Jaleel Anibaba for the Boys in Gold's next match. This is your home for Nashville Soccer Club. 104.5 The Zone. WGFX Gallatin, Nashville.
A Cumulus media station.
Your flagship for Titans Radio. 104.5 The Zone. The Zone now joins Fox Sports Radio on your home for the Titans and Vols. 104.5 The Zone.
How to be a light color and a dark color. We're dealing with elder gentlemen around here. You're going to throw them off.
This is the good league. This is 21 and over, so that's why we're slam dunking. What'd you think that we're 60 years old slam dunking like that? What's wrong with you? For crying
I think
out loud.
MJ could still dunk. So,
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah,
you don't think Michael Jordan could still dunk?
No, I don't think so. I don't think he'd be one of the better players in our league right now. I promise you that.
You just got fired. After watching the highlight video that you posted up, I'm pretty sure that you can no longer
Look at
speak
those
again
guys.
on Fox
Come
Sports
on,
Radio.
man, let's go.
Michael Jordan would. We're not going down this road tonight. You're not ruining the show off the top. What do you make? So golf is out. It's not on Arnie's top 19 topic
But
list.
I did give you 19 other Roman numerals there.
You gave me 19 other Roman numeral topics to get to, including the great news that Jimmy Garoppolo apparently passed his physical. So the Raiders actually won't have to worry about starting Brian Hoyer to begin this season.
But that was Roman numeral number 15.
Oh, but it's number 1 in my heart
I
right
knew
now.
it. Yeah, I should have put that number 1.
Well, listen. Okay, hold on a second here. I have no hope. I am the most negative, downtrodden, beaten down Raiders fan in the history of radio. I mean, ever right now. I mean, it's terrible. I get